What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Driven by DN. My name is Donald, and today we're going to be doing a night drive of this 2025 Toyota Camry XSE. You can see I'm sitting at a pretty nice gas station right now. You can see how it looks like with the headlights on. It's beautiful LED tail lights right here. Let's take a look at the front before we head inside. See the headlights there and the accent lights. So let's get inside and, well, start driving. Take a look at this interior real quick. Nice cockpit red interior. Just turn it on. And that's the startup. And this is what it looks like on the interior with all the lights on. See that nice little accent lighting right there above the glove box? Okay, now that we got ourselves buckled in here, you can see this is what the interior looks like. As I said before, it's beautiful 12.3 inch multimedia display. I have Apple CarPlay connected to it right now, but it does have its own navigation. This is Toyota navigation. Don't really know how good it is. I've never used it before. But you see, you can also go through your music, your phone. This is where it would be if you were just using Bluetooth. This is your vehicle settings, so your climate control, your heated steering wheel, trip information, and all of your alerts like the maintenance alerts. And this is just your settings page. You see in front of me, I also have a 12.3 inch gauge cluster. And yeah, let's get started. Putting the car in drive, you can see no engine noise. This is a hybrid vehicle. Gets phenomenal gas mileage. I'm averaging 46.9 right now, and it's been pretty cold here in Houston, Texas the last couple of days, and the engine runs more, which obviously leads to worse fuel economy. So we're just going to be taking a brief drive here on Westheimer Road. If you live in Houston, you know where Westheimer is. Currently on the west end of town. Take you guys on a ride. You can see this car, very quiet, accelerates smoothly. So the engine is on right now, but it's working in conjunction with the electric motor, so the engine isn't really working, but it's on just in case I do need to push the gas pedal down. It'll be there for that extra power. If you guys want to see a full review of this car, I have made a full review, walk around, and everything for this car when I just bought it, and I've been doing 5,000 mile interval reviews of this car ever since I got it. So like I said, this is the XSE model. It is not the fully XSE model, like the fully loaded one. The only option this one came with from the factory was this panoramic sunroof right here that I currently have my camera mounted on. But other than that, it doesn't have the JBL sound system. This only has the base 6-speaker sound system. Doesn't have the ventilated seats, doesn't have the parking sensors and the bird's eye view camera. But honestly, I don't really need any of those. Ventilated seats would definitely be nice. That's the only thing I feel like I'm really missing out on, but I've learned to live with it. I've never had a car with ventilated seats before, so I'll be all right. You can see as we're sitting at a stop, you hear absolutely nothing. It's like the car's off, especially because I don't have the climate control running right now. It's currently 60 degrees, so I don't have the heat nor AC on. I'm just sitting in here and it feels perfectly fine. So it's like the car is off. So this car being off during like red lights or heavy traffic. Really does save the city miles per gallon of this car. That's why the EPA rates this car at 47 miles a gallon, which I am right on it at 46.9, but I do drive highway way more than I do city, so that does hinder my miles per gallon a little bit, but still does phenomenal on the freeway. I get anywhere from like 41 all the way up to even 50 even, while going like 60, 70, 80 miles per hour, sometimes even 90, and it still hovers around like 38 to 40 when I'm going those faster speeds. This car has all the Toyota Safety Sense goodies: lane departure warning, forward collision warning, adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, all the goodies that come with the standard Toyota Safety Sense stuff. It kind of steers for you on the highway, but it's definitely nothing like Tesla autopilot or something like that, where it would continuously steer for you. Like, it would tell you to put your hand back on the wheel if you take it off, like literally every 10 seconds. So it's best to just keep your hand on the wheel while operating the cruise control of this vehicle. Personally, I don't really use it because I like driving my car, but for those who are into the cruise control stuff, it works really well. I've tried it before. It will brake and accelerate for you and steer around pretty aggressive corners even without needing intervention. But it, like I said, it does require you to hold on to the steering wheel every few seconds. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying this drive so far, please let me know. I'll be sure to look at the comments and see if you guys like it or not, and I'll definitely do a daytime driving video when I have some time. But now I'm just going to be quiet and let y'all enjoy the ride. I'm gonna put it in sport, show you guys the passing power on this once we get out of the tunnel. You see this car has plenty of get up and go. It's definitely not a slacker. By no means is it a sports car or is it fast, but it's definitely quick, and it'll definitely give you plenty of passing power to use in daily driving like I am right now. You see, once you're driving it normal, very smooth operation. You can't even feel the shift because there's no gears at all. At the little Tesla center up here to end off the video. Stay tuned for my 25,000 mile update, by the way. I'm currently sitting at 23,285 miles, so that video should roll out in 2 or 3 weeks, maybe even less, since it's the holiday season, no school, so I've been working a lot, and I drive around 200 miles a day, so we should be getting that miles up really quick. Some nice lights over there for that restaurant. Right here and then off the video. See, the brakes work really well. See, where should I park with some good lighting? All sorts of Tesla here at this center. You see a Cybertruck right there. What do you guys think about that, by the way? Very controversial truck. Personally, don't really care for them. I don't hate them either. I think they look really cool when they polish the stainless steel and it's actually chrome, but personally I don't think I would spend that much on a truck. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think about the Tesla Cybertruck. Let's just park right here. Over here is perfect, actually. Right here. See, nice backup camera. There's even a wide angle. Active trajectory. Pretty high resolution. Let's back it up. Right there. Put it in park. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. On this particular trip, we earned 48.6 miles per gallon. Our EV driving ratio was 73%. We went 5 miles over 15 minutes. Yeah, guys, let me know if you enjoyed this style of video. I'll definitely be willing to do more. Just let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. And for my further new posts, please hit that post notification button, and I will see you guys in the next one. And again, thanks for watching.